Hello. I hope you guys can see me okay. I am pulling this up here. Trying to wait, make sure I get a few more people. Hello, everyone. All right. I'm going to give one more minute just for you all to get on. And I hope you guys can see me okay. I know the light is kind of. Oh, there we go. Look, I'm on the side of my chair. I think it's still getting dark. Let's see here. All righty. All right. Hello, hello, and welcome. Whether you are watching this live or whether you are looking at the replay, I want to say welcome. My name is Crystal Binford. I am so excited to be on here. It's been a long while since I've been on here, and I'm trying to adjust my light. Can we get light? I'm trying to figure out this light here. I don't know what is going on, but nonetheless, we're going to press through. Yes, we are. But I am Crystal Benford, and I'm so glad that you joined me today. We are going to be talking about one of the biggest obstacles that we face. But before I do that, I would be at fault, looking for myself and anybody else out there. I want to tell you that I am an author. I am a multiple business owner. Matter of fact, I'm starting one now. Well, it's already been in the works, but I'm getting it up and running. But I'm a mindset advocate. Okay, I believe that the mindset God gave us these incredible minds so that we can use it for the glory of God, so that we can use it for His good. So, in saying that, one of the things that we're going to be talking about today, which is the biggest obstacle, is going to deal with or tie into the mind and us having the mind of Christ. But before that, I wanted to tell you, okay, if you haven't gotten your book, if you haven't gotten your book, this is a book I wrote called Avoiding the Self-Sabotage Trap, 10 Powerful Ways to Stop the Horrors of Self-Sabotage. This is a really good book. I'm not just saying it because I wrote it, even though it is, but it's a really good book because it has helped so many people. I want to make sure that you get it. See that? Avoiding the Self-Sabotage Trap. I will put a link in the description, and so you can get that. You can get it at avoidselfsabotage.com, avoidselfsabotage.com. If you want the ebook, that's on Amazon. Just type in my name, Crystal Benford, or you can type in the name of the book, Avoiding the Self-Sabotage Trap. The reason why I'm really, really wanting you to see this is because we're going to be starting a group study on this book so that we can overcome all this foolishness that is holding us back. And a lot of times it has nothing to do with anybody external or anything external. Sometimes the problem lies within. So I want to make sure that you get it. I'm gonna put it up again. Okay. Avoiding the self-sabotage trap is really good, but there is going to be a reason why I'm telling you. So stay till the end. There's going to be a reason why I am really pushing you to get this book. I want us all to win. Okay. I want us to win on the psychological side, the mental side, the emotional side, the physical side, the financial side, the relational side. Every aspect of our lives we should be winning. Not to say that I am telling you that we need to be perfect, because that is not what I'm saying, but we need to be winning on this here earth, okay, us in the kingdom. And this is going to be one of the tools that will really help you to overcome some of those self-sabotaging traits that are very hidden, but will really, really give you a an idea of how to overcome that. I give you the signs and the fixes, all that good stuff. But look, I'm not going to hold you. Like I said, there's the book, avoidselfsabotage.com. But let's talk about the obstacles. Okay. This one big, large obstacle that we face all the time. And hold on, I think I have this on something completely different. We face this one, a lot of us face this obstacle, and it is one of the biggest obstacles. It's also a self sabotage trait, but it's one of the biggest obstacles. But before I tell you exactly what it is, let me tell you a little story. Okay, this is literally a true story. This is what I've been through in the past. So I remember years ago when I was working on a song. Okay, I was actually working on an EP years ago. Okay, I was working on the EP, and I remember as I worked on the EP, I had a date set to complete it, to go into the studio, to have it done by the studio, and then I was having a CD launch concert, right? Okay, so I had all these dates set up. I had my musicians set up, my singers, my rehearsals. I had everything set up. But for some reason, I kept piddling around. Like I had my lyrics done and everything, but I kept piddling around to getting to the next step, like meeting with the musicians, getting the music written out. I already had some of the songs that I had at the time had beats or whatever, so that was done. But I had to get into the studio, and I had set my studio date, and I kept him-hawing around, and I don't know what it was that kept me from just stopping and stalling and stopping and stalling. And I said, "Oh Lord, I got to get this done. I got to get this done. I have to do this, because if I don't, I'm going to be behind. I'm going to spend more money, because then I'm going to have to rebook a different venue, a different date, all this craziness, right?" Well, let me tell you what the issue was. Now, I'm going to tell you one part of the issue. We got part A, and then we got part B. So I'm going to tell you one of the issues. One of the issues was fear. Yes, I said it. Fear. Now, if you already have my book, you would know that there's different types of fears, okay? And even past what's in my book, there are other types of fears as well. But the largest fears that I talk about are in my book, and it breaks it on down and the signs to look out for. But it was fear at the time. My fear was so large, even though I had a vision, even though I had a plan, my fear was bigger than the plan in my head. Okay, for me, my fear was bigger than the plan. It was bigger than, all the accolades that I had at the time. It was bigger than everything that I was going through. And I was just like, what is the deal? You can do this. You can get this done, right? Well, let me tell you, I was so challenged with that thing. Thank God I had a husband. I said had a husband, like he's not here, right? But thank God my husband at the time, he was like, "Look, whatever, you need to get out there and do it. You're not gonna put off anything. It's gonna cost us more money for you to push back dates and push back all this stuff, and you're gonna set everybody back." So he was like, "What?" He's like, "You're dealing with fear. Why are you dealing with fear?" So I really had to sit and wonder, why am I dealing with fear? Now, like I said, this was years ago. I didn't have all this mindset knowledge that I have now. I didn't have the spiritual growth that I have now. I did not have very clear revelation then that God has blessed me to have over the years, and this wisdom, right? So I was just like, okay, let me just jump in and get it. But I noticed, because I did not overcome that fear, it began to produce procrastination. Now that's one of the biggest obstacles. I would say for this live, fear is definitely the biggest obstacle. But fear can produce so many other traits of self-sabotage and all these issues that we go through. It can just, it could just consume us if we allow it to. But here's the thing that I had to learn over the years. Now, I'll just cut to the chase. As far as then, I got everything done. It was on time, all this. And then I'll give you another story later about the concert, about the CD release concert. But you got to stay for the next one. But, but I did get everything done in time. I booked everything. The money was in place. Everything was ready to go. But I noticed that little hiccup kept going over and over and over, because I did not step on that thing. I did not crush it or cut off the head of it. So it kept appearing year after year after year in different scenarios of my life, right? And then what happened is it became a snowball effect of not just having fear, but it became a snowball effect of producing all these other self-sabotage traits. And I mentioned one like procrastination. So this is what I challenge you to do. And I'm gonna tell you what, it did take me years to overcome procrastination, like be able to identify it when it's happening, to be able to really think and look deep. Why is this happening? What is going on? Why do you feel this way? It took me years to get to that point. Okay, it took me years to get to that point. After, you can pray all day long, you can read scripture all day long, but if there are not certain tools that you do, that certain tools that you put into place, or certain actions that you take to pair it with, because faith without works is dead, to pair it with your faith, your belief, your prayer, your reading scripture. If there are certain things, if you don't do it, then what will happen is you will not crush that thing on its head. Okay, you will not crush it on its head. So here is one of the things I wanted to read to you, and I'm not going to read it I'm not going to read it in detail, but I want to give you a tip about fear. And in this particular one is fear of failure. Okay. I just want to give you a little tip about this. How you can see the signs if you're dealing with fear. If you're dealing with fear of failure. Okay. So one of the signs is you continue to see possible failure in new opportunities. And that was what was happening as I moved on or grew in life. I did not pay attention to the traits, or I did not pay attention to the signs of self-sabotage, the signs of fear. So what would happen is, if I had failure in the past, then I would relay whatever this new opportunity is, I would relay it to that thing that happened before. We shouldn't do that, right? But that's what I was doing over and over and over, and I didn't have that wisdom at the time to be able to notice, wait a minute, this is not that. So don't put this in that. Don't take this cake and put over here with this cake. Okay, don't put these two in the same, because they're totally different. You can actually overcome this thing now, or do it better than you did then, because this is not that. Don't attach that failure to this particular thing. It doesn't mean that you're going to fail just because you're scared. Okay. It doesn't mean that you're going to fail, because you will have some type of, nervousness when it comes to doing something new. But here's this, I'll read the sign again. You continue to see possible failure in new opportunities. And as I saw myself having that type of fear of failure every time something new came up, just like I had when I was trying to put together that EP and that CD release concert. Okay. I had the same issue. And then recently I've learned that those things have stemmed from something that goes even way beyond that situation. So I will encourage you today to overcome your fear. That is the biggest obstacle that will hold you back, that will keep you from pursuing your vision, that will keep you from moving forward, is that fear. Okay. One of the things that I will tell you, I told you I was going to give you a tip. I'm going to give you this one tip, is understand that failure is on the road to success. There is nobody in life that has gone through things and did not have that has succeeded in things and didn't have a failure leading up to that success. Nobody. You can read in scripture, you can read in history, but there is no one that made it to success and had success actively and got there without a failure. So failure is not something that we want to have fear in. Failure should just be a way for us to determine that, hey, this thing right here, this failure, this is a lesson that I am learning, and this is a lesson that I know not to do this again. I know not to deal with these type of people again. I know not to, I know not to act like this or respond like this. That's all we need to look at it as. Don't allow fear to keep you from fulfilling what God has called you to do. Okay, so the biggest obstacle today was what? Was fear. Yes, it was. And remember, when we give life to fear within us, then it breeds a whole lot of other negative babies. Okay, procrastination, doubt, imposter syndrome, like a whole lot of things. So we have to remember to put a hold on fear. And I love how the scripture says that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So if we feel like we are all over the place, we don't know what to do, we're scared, we don't want to move forward with this, we know that confusion is not of God. He will give us a sound mind. Okay, a sound mind. So remember to put those actions, those actions of gratitude and those actions of thanksgiving, put those actions with your faith to repel the fear. Okay, so that's the biggest obstacle. That's how you overcome it. Thank you for joining me. Please share this video. I will go live again. And hey, by the way, I will be having a group study on this here book, honey. My friend recommended. I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But look, I'm going to do it because I think people need some help. Okay, we need to move forward. And sometimes it's good when we do it as a group and not try to be an island and do everything ourselves. So if you are interested in this group study with avoiding the self-sabotage trap, 10 powerful ways to stop the horror of self-sabotage. If you are interested in the book study, I want you to either DM me, I'm interested in the book study, or you can put it in the comments, I'm interested. Okay, and I'll know exactly what you're talking about. I'm interested. But you'll need to have this book in order to get into the study. Okay, so whether you buy the and I'll put the link in there, and the reason why I'm saying DM me, because then when the landing page, it'll be ready tonight. When it's ready, I will send you the link. You can sign up and you can order your book, whether you want the ebook or the physical book. You will be able to do it. It will start on if I'm looking over here, I'm looking at my computer, but it will start on the group study will start on the 24th of this month. So that's a Sunday, not next Sunday, but the Sunday after that. That's when we're going to start. It's going to be a 5-day book study on this, okay, on avoiding the self-sabotage trap. Let's overcome. Let's be winners. You can get this book at avoidselfsabotage.com. That's avoidselfsabotage.com. And if you are interested in the group study that we will be doing on this book to overcome self-sabotage, then DM me or either put in the comments below, I'm interested. I'm interested. Put it in there. Make sure you share this video. I hope this helped you guys. I enjoyed talking to you. So again, whether you are watching me live or whether you are watching the replay, thank you. Don't forget to share, like, and put you're interested if you're going to join us on the 24th for Avoid the Self-Sabotage Trap group study. All right, guys. All right, love you. Have an awesome day and week. All right, stay tuned for more goodies. Bye.